Hello boys and ghouls. So I figured I'd come on here today and do a little makeup look. I haven't done one in a few days, so I thought why not. I'm going into one of my old palettes today just because I haven't used it in forever, and we're going to see if we can create something pretty cool out of this actually. So we're going to use the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. I am going to start with the Urban Decay Primer Potion to prime my eyes. Just patting that on the lid, and then I'm going to take a concealer brush and smooth it out a bit. How is everyone's new year going so far? Hopefully well. Mine's, well, it's been a year so far. Nothing special going on. Work, I worked on New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, I was off yesterday, but I kind of seemed to injure my foot a bit at work. So I was just taking it easy. I laid in bed and watched a couple of movies and some Netflix, and of course caught up on some YouTube. Alright, so what we're going to do today, we're going to start off with a black matte shadow. I'm going to use MAC, I think this is Nehru. It's just a matte black. I'm hoping this will work because I beat the crap out of this shadow at Halloween time this year because I did some pretty major looks and I was using black over a cream paint. So it definitely is having some issues now. I'm going to apply that to my crease and all over my lid. Oh yeah, this shadow is still fine. I used the hard pan method because it had serious hard pan. If you guys notice, I don't have my base today. It's because I'm going to have some issues with fallout with this black. So using this little brush to create the shape I want, blending I'll go out and do later. But yeah, I didn't do my face first today, which I usually do. I'm kind of doing things backwards, because I knew there was going to be some fallout and I was going to have to clean it up. So just seemed like this would be a little easier for today, which I don't usually do. So it's a little backwards for me. Actually, since I don't have a base on, I guess I don't have to be quite so careful in the corner of my eye. Usually I'm very careful if I want to create the effect I plan on going for today, but I can just go in and clean it up with a makeup wipe today. How's everybody been? Do we have any New Year's resolutions? Anything new to share? Did anybody get the Beautylish Lucky Bag? Because I'm really curious to see what's in it this year. I had intended on getting one, and plain and simple, on that day, I forgot. I didn't even log into the website. I just didn't think about it. Just working on getting a nice rounded shape, guys. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what's in the lucky bags this year. I told myself this year I was going to get one and just didn't think about it on the day. I can't remember why. I feel like I worked that day, and it was a day I worked by myself. That happens a lot this time of year. I'm going to go in with a different brush here in a moment, but just want to get the shape I want, and then we'll fill in the eyelid area, and then we'll blend out. It's just easier for me to get the shape I want with this brush. That's basically what we're going for. And I'm going to go in with a, let's use a flat brush. With a flat brush, just to fill in my lids. Because I want this base to be super dark. for the look we're going to try to create today. Lots and lots of fallout. We're super messy right now, but that's all right, because we're just going to take a makeup wipe and clean it up. Hopefully I have them available. I do. I don't always have makeup wipes on my desk. A lot of times those are in the bathroom because I do my face makeup in the bathroom. Do you guys usually do shadow first, or do you tend to do your face makeup first? Now, I'm more of a face makeup first person. However, today I knew, again, that I was going to be using a very black, messy shadow, and I wanted to also get a very, very sharp line. Do I want to put this underneath? I am going to go ahead and use this underneath my eye while I have it out. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I lied. So, gonna grab a makeup wipe over here. These are just the little mini Sephora ones. I think I got them to... I don't even remember why I got them. Maybe to get a gift or something from Sephora, because I had free shipping, so... Well, at least I did last year. Just cleaning up what's under our eyes, and then I'm going to go in and try to clean up the corners, because I want a very, very sharp line today for what I want to try to create. Hopefully it'll work. And I want this line to be higher than the line I usually do. Usually I do a very smoked out eye. But because of what I'm wanting to create at the bottom, I'm going to try to get that up quite a bit higher than I would usually wear my shadow. That's what we're going for. Yeah, guys, I'm not super gentle on my face. I know I should be more cautious, but when it comes to my shadow, gentle kind of goes out the window. Same with my hair. When I go in and like get my hair cut or colored, if I go in to have it done and don't do it myself, I'm always like, it's fine, everybody. Oh, did I hurt you? No, it's fine. You're not going to hurt me pulling my hair. You're not going to hurt me pulling on my face to do my makeup. Not that I ever have anyone else do my makeup, but you know. So we're going to go ahead and get into this guy here. And this is the part that hopefully will be kind of fun. I haven't used it this way in a while. One of my favorite things to do with this palette when I first got it was use it as a lipstick topper. One of the girls, I believe it was in Sephora, if I remember correctly, had told me it looked beautiful over lipstick, and boy was she right. I actually wore it on my birthday last year. I used this color here, Blue Sapphire. I used that over the black Kat Von D Witches lipstick, and it looked beautiful because I was wearing a black and blue velvet dress, and it matched perfectly. So we're starting with Pink Opal, and we're going to put that to the inner third of our eye. I don't know if you guys have really, excuse me, I don't know if you guys have really used these Kat Von D Alchemist shadows. They're pretty on their own. If you wear them on their own, you don't really get much color payoff. But they're beautiful. Now, if you put them over black, or I'm assuming white, I usually put them over black. They really do some beautiful things. That's what that looks like over the black. Again, going into the corner of the eye here. And just bringing that up along the black. I'll probably use this color to blend out the black at the top of my eye too. Just using a smaller brush as well. Hopefully this video isn't a million years long, but because this is something new, it may be. Just to warn you. Making sure we're pretty even on the colors here. I do have a lot of fallout here, but because it's such a light color, it doesn't really matter. It's just going to wipe away. Just because I know how pigmented certain shades in this are, we're going to go in with Blue Sapphire next. I wanted to do Pink Purple Blue, but this blue is much lighter than the amethyst color. So this is going to go on the middle of our eye. And like I said, we're going to do all our blending later. And we're packing this over the black as well. Oh, I dipped into the wrong color because I'm not looking. It happens, doesn't it? Just packing that nicely over so I can see the shade that I want to start to show up. And going in and doing that on the other eye. I don't know why my voice seems to have a frog in it today. I seem to always have some issue when I try to film. I don't know if it's still the nerves or what it is, but something always seems to go wrong. I tried to film, what was it, a couple days ago. First I tried to go live because sometimes that's just easier for me. And my internet wasn't holding up. So then I said, okay, well, I'll just record today. I got to starting to record. I got through the first color I was using on my eyes. My 5-year-old kept coming in the room. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm halfway through my makeup look. I'm not going to try to film anymore. It's just not working out today. Today is not the day. So there we have our pink opal and our blue sapphire. And I know I said I was going to blend at the end, but I'm going to go ahead and blend those two together. Because we are going to have some slightly harsher lines if we... Just using a fluffy ColourPop blending brush. And I am going to go back in with the pink. Because I feel like blending kind of took a little bit away and made that purple much more, or blue much more prominent than I wanted it to be. One problem with these colors, guys, is they are all a white base. It is very, very easy to mix them up when trying to create a look. But if you do, they are sheer colors, so... Excuse me. I am having issues with my throat today, apparently. And finally, we're going to go in with Ultraviolet. It's the purple shade in the middle of the palette. And I'm going to line that here on the end. This is actually my favorite shade out of this palette to wear alone. It is pretty much the only one that shows up really well and like still quite makes a statement on the on its own. And actually, oddly enough, it is not as bold over the black as I expected it to be. I'm not sure if it's just because it's there at the tail end or what it is, but I expected that to be a lot darker, but that's okay. But just filling in the rest of that black with that, when I say it was ultraviolet, it's actually ultraviolet amethyst is the shade. But that's okay. We're actually going to try to amp up that purple shade just a bit with something else here in a minute. I'm trying to get more into the natural light so I can see this one a little better. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble. Which, like I said, is kind of funny because this is my favorite one of all of them, usually. Okay, let's go in and blend that out. There we have it all blended together. I do like the way this is coming out. It's very interesting. I guess I should have blended up here a bit more, but c'est la vie. So just blending up around the top of the shadow to give it a slightly softer appearance. I do want to keep very sharp edges today though, so I know it's not a traditional beauty look, but it's what I want to do, and makeup's supposed to be fun. I'm going to take pink opal right here inside this area and really pack it in, because I like having an ultra extreme either highlight or color here in this inner corner. And we're doing this without the black underneath it. And we'll most likely be using this to highlight our brows too. But I'm debating on doing a colored brow and just making everything all the monochromatic and the same. I don't know why, it just seems like it'd be a fun idea for today. I am going to go back in with my black shadow on my lower lash line now that we have the tops done. Make sure everything's blended out the way I want it to be. I'm fine with that little bit of, excuse me guys, I really got to clear my throat. I'm fine with this little bit of purple in the corners because I think I'm going to go in and highlight with a white just to kind of bring it out. So back in with our black MAC shadow, black matte shadow, or again using MAC Nehru, just because that's what I had on hand. And I've been trying to pan this sucker for God knows how long. Taking that along the waterline, and I think we're gonna wing it out. Maybe we won't. And we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom that we did on the top and just go over that with our Alchemist shadow. I don't think I can get a sharp enough line with the brush I'm currently using. So we're gonna go in with the little pencil flat brush. And we're gonna pull that line right out. Just following along the shadow I placed earlier. Don't worry, I will go back in and clean this up. Either that or I'll use a liner over it instead. I just want to get my placement. We're going for a double wing today, if you guys couldn't tell. I don't know why I have this little spot right here that's not wanting to stick. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna try to use the mirror here above you and fill in this little spot here. If not, I can always fill it in with an eyeliner pencil, but there we go. That's a little better, I think. This is what we have so far. Just fixing up this little wing on this side. And now the plan is actually to go in with white, but I may just go back in with the palette. We shall see. So we're going to go in and do the same thing on the bottom that we did on the top. We're going to start with just a tiny bit of pink opal because it is so prominent here in the inner corners already. And we're going to tap that over the black just a bit. And then back in with blue sapphire under the middle. This brush is actually working a lot better than the flat brush that I was using. I've got a lot of brushes that I like to use, and you'll see me switch them up a lot, because if I don't like how a brush is applying my shadow, I'll just switch brushes. And finally, we're going to go in with ultraviolet amethyst. And I think we're going to keep that more just to the corner and let that wing stay black. No, we're going to take it all the way across the wing. It's not showing up all that well on the wing, so I may go in with just a regular black liner when I finish up, depending on how the look is coming out. I may just completely line that with black. So this is our shadow, and we're going to go in and I think I am going to put that just back to black. I don't really like what happened there, unfortunately. Let me see if I have another angled brush. I have one I use for my brows, but I don't really want to use that one for my black shadow, today, unless I end up doing my brows in black, which I may. Yeah, see, the black looks much better. Just taking that over the corner of my eye here. Why does it always seem like it takes me twice as long to put on makeup when I'm trying to film? I mean, I don't, like, I try to talk while I'm doing my makeup, but it always feels like it takes so much longer. And I mean, the timestamp says it takes longer too. Alright, that's the shape we have. I'm kind of scared to try to do this. I'm thinking, if I can throw quick here, I'm thinking I just got the NYX colored liners. So they're down here in a box next to me because they haven't been used or played with yet. And that's what I do. So we have the NYX white, what's it called? White liquid liner. Let's go ahead and get this guy open. And we're going to use that today too. And I think I'm going to use that before I do liner. Just because that way if I have some issues I can clean it up with liner. And actually we may use the NYX black today just because. So I am taking this and putting it right along that wing. And then our wing up top, we're going to follow opposite and put right over the wing. Just to bring out that little space in between the two. And then if I need to, I can go in with one of these shadows and make it so it's not quite so bold. Again, just taking that right along that wing we made with the shadow. Very carefully. I have not used this product before at all, you guys. So this is something that is very new to me today. So if I look kind of silly doing it, that's why. There is our extreme white. That's actually what I wanted, but at the same time I'm still like, whoa, because I'm not used to liners being that white. Or coming out that white. And because we use that, we're going to use the NYX vinyl. And then we're going to go in. What color to do? Let's just do a straight black under our eyes. I have a Marc Jacobs. What is it called? I want to say these are... I don't even remember. Let's be honest. I don't remember. I don't use this that much. It's a little sample size. It is a great black liner. Alright guys, I'm going to use the mirror above you because it works better for this. Oh, maybe this liner isn't as great as I thought it was. I thought it was good for the waterline. I know it's good for the lid, but apparently it's not good for the waterline. So we're going to switch it up. We're going to go in with the Ciate Wonder Wand. For once I actually opened the right side first. And we're going to put that in our waterline. This one I know is good for the waterline. I also, one of my favorite waterline liners of all time, and I have a million of them, is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide-On pencils. But mine all need to be sharpened currently. So, obviously, we can't use this. I don't feel like scratching my eyeballs today. I probably do it all the time, but okay, next vinyl. And hopefully this will work because hopefully it'll work. I haven't actually really used this liner too much before, so let me go in and do what I usually do and start at the middle of my eye and bring it across, and then we'll go up with our wing. I've heard this shadow actually goes very nicely over liner as well. I do prefer liquid shadows over pencils. Pencils for me, or not pencils, the trendy thing. Felt tips. Felt tips for me, I never feel like I can get the line that I want. Now liquids do bleed a bit. And you do have to be ultra careful not to transfer sometimes, but I feel I can get a better line overall with a liquid. And this one's not bad, it seems. The brush is very, very tiny on this guy. If you can see, it's a super, super tiny brush. And let me go in and try to create this crazy wing. I do have a couple of the felt tips that have the slanted tip, the really huge ones, and those work really nice for doing wings. But for some reason, a regular normal felt tip, like our Cat Von D Trooper, which everybody loves, it's just not as good for me as I would like it to be. So I'm going to start by applying my liner along that white. And I think I am going to go back in and use the shadow over it, just because I feel like that's a bit more drastic than I wanted it to be today. I am going to bring that out past the white just a little bit. This is a crazy eye look today, so we're going to go with it. I'm getting the line I want, and then I'll go back in and line my lid. Reline my lid just to match the wing up. That's what we have so far. Guys, I'm really trying to get better with filming and chatting with you and all that good stuff. So hopefully you're seeing some improvement. As far as filming setup, that's not going to happen for a while. Sadly, I just can't. It's not in my budget right now. But it will eventually happen. A little bit of a crooked line there. I'm bringing that out just slightly past the white liner, and slightly past and up. That white liner seems to be like it may crack a little bit though. Like I said, guys, this isn't a product that I've used before. So, alright, going in and lining that wing up. I'm keeping my eye open, as I do have slightly hooded eyes. And I don't want to go too far up into the crease because I do want to do some crazy fun glitter stuff in the crease. And then I'm just taking that around the white liner and kind of filling everything in. And as you can see, you can tell I have a hooded eye because that has bent up into the crease just a little bit, but that's okay. I don't usually go quite so crazy on camera. Well, I guess I have. I've done my Jeffree Star on camera, and I kind of went a little nuts with that guy just because. There's no reason, just because. So that's what we have. I am going to go in, like I said, I'm going to lay some shadow over that white just because for this particular look, that white is just, it's too much for me. Okay, going in and finishing off the wing on this side. Again, I keep my eye open slightly when I'm doing my wing. And if anything, I'll pull back just a bit on my lid. Like this. To line everything up. And then I'm going to fill in the corner. I'm trying to avoid having you guys too much up my nose today. So see, I am working on things, I promise. I guarantee you it will get better over time. What kind of things do you guys want to see? I was thinking I could maybe do a palette collection. Do you want to see my unpopular opinions tag? What do you guys want to see from me? What do you think would be fun? What would you enjoy watching me do? I mean, I know that those kind of videos are out there, but I'm just curious, what would you enjoy from me? I am going to go in and I'm going to line underneath the white with this as well, right along our black, but we're going to leave that black smoked out because this has a much smaller brush than I anticipated. Just to bring this all together. And I'm going to bring that right up to the point. And then we're going to go over it with our shadow. You guys know I'm not a makeup artist. I do makeup because I love it. I do it because it's fun. So I know that this is by no means perfect. But I kind of like it. I almost wish I would have done this in the inner corner as well, but c'est la vie, it's too late now. Well, I mean, technically it's not, but I would have to really mess with it if I wanted to do anything different. So I think that's what we're going to go with. And then we're going to go in and throw that shadow in there. In the inner corner, this white is going to be amazing. Just my personal opinion. I really hope you guys can't hear my dog in the background. She's over there licking her feet, which is a very, very bad habit that drives most people insane. But for me, some reason, it doesn't bother me unless I'm doing something and I think, oh, well, that's going to drive people crazy. I was married for almost 10 years to a horrible person, but the way he would react to my dog licking her feet, and she's done it her whole life, and it's really not that annoying when you're trying to sleep or whatever. You don't really notice it. It's just kind of like a background noise. For some reason, he acted like it was the most horrible experience in the world. And he would throw little hissy fits, but as you can see, I said was. Now I have a permanent restraining order. Those wings are so not even, but that's okay. It is what it is. I probably say that a lot, don't I? I feel like I do. If I do, tell me. All right, we are going to use, we're going to go in with the pink opal in order to go over that white and see how that goes. And that is doing barely anything to lighten it up. So maybe we'll trying to make a decision, you guys, because that's not doing what I wanted to do. Let's try amethyst. I'm trying to be careful just to get it over the white, and it's not working. That white is a little crackly. I wasn't imagining it. I'm just going to blend that out a little bit along the black, because I think I'm okay with that. I know it's a little extreme, and it's not exactly what I had envisioned, but that's okay. I promise you the look will look cute by the time I post it on Instagram. We are going to wear some lashes and stuff today too, so. That white definitely cracks. I'm so disappointed in that. I didn't expect that to happen. But it'll be a good, I decided this year, like I was trying to do some looks for Halloween, which I do overall love the way the Halloween looks turned out. However, that's what we're going with, guys. Forget it. Those Halloween looks, I do like the way they turned out, but I really struggled with working with my white pencil, so I decided to go ahead and get, sorry, I got a million notifications. And apparently, my phone is full, so I am going to finish up this video and stop the story before I lose this footage. I love you guys. I'll post the finished look on Instagram later today. Mwah.